Yo, what's going on Twitch and YouTube? KilsonX here, jumping back into Minecraft, jumping back into the ArcCraft server. I had a whole bunch of technical difficulties with the realm expiring, and I had to migrate my account to the Microsoft account and just a bunch of BS, but I've got it all figured out, all worked out now, so we're finally ready to play. And our title screen slogan of the day is wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands. Pretty self-explanatory, no real need to look up a reference or anything like that for this one because yeah, we can all benefit from washing our hands more in life. So there we go. Our title screen slogan for the day. We're going to jump into the ArcCraft server, big builds and new frontiers. Let's do it. Alrighty.
What's next?
Oh yeah. Back in the desert town with Camel Orman.
Good.
Orman?
Camel
Hmm.
Camel Orm and I put the apostrophe after the N. I don't know if it was supposed to be before the N or not. Can't remember.
Think so?
Probably. I probably
Well,
meant to put camel in orm. Like, that's how I was thinking of the apostrophe. But it's orm in.
camel in arm.
What?
Safe. That
That'll be the name of another camel in the future.
camel in arm.
Um, but I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie, and there's a camel called Gobi. So I want to name a camel Gobi in reference to that.
Also, you should name a camel Gomi. Reference to the time you mistakenly said that.
Yes. It sounds like a valuable thing to do.
Does
Okay, I need to get 4 more mending books. We need more emeralds to do that, so I think I will go back to our first base and start working on planting more crops and just waiting for some crops to grow so we can get the rest of the emeralds we need. Got 7 already, we need 72, so 65 emeralds.
bueno.
What are you working on?
If you get the right, nothing quite yet. I think I'm gonna try and pull out some more masons. Now that I've had to take a break from it to get more villagers going.
Okay.
Uh, let me see.
I'm not sure. If I get
Oh
what?
yeah. If you get lucky, no, you don't even have to be that lucky. But if the mending guy, mender bug there, if he sells bookshelves and buys books, you can just use him
To get more emeralds, yeah.
emeralds. Yeah.
Good call. Well, I want to go back and do a bit of item sorting while I let some crops grow anyways, so I'll do that first, but I'll definitely keep my eye out for that bookshelf trade.
I think I'm not sure if it's stuff is useful without reducing the cost or not.
I missed that. I had
You're
a
doing,
pop-up notification. Fabri, yo, thank you for the follow. Much love. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry, say
you
that.
might have to have hero or
Oh, to
reduce the
get,
cost of it
yeah,
for it
to
to
get
be
like,
like productive.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, let's take a look at how the crops are doing. Not too bad. They're growing up pretty decently, actually. Probably just do a harvest, even though it's not fully complete. And then we'll plant one more batch. Keep the process going.
No, there's no more scooting times. Or biking times.
No more
anymore.
biking times, yeah. Maybe a couple days. Might get a couple good days here and there.
Probably warmer down there.
Yeah.
Cold and
Pretty nasty to do.
Damn.
barren and inhospitable as ever. Here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Sucks. It's definitely chilly here, but it's not unbearable.
It's not unbearable, but I don't want to bike
Yeah,
anymore.
for sure.
Yeah, biking amplifies it. Is that a thunderstorm?
Do not know.
No. Oh,
But
knocked off some more albums.
that's nice.
Sweet.
Um,
What'd you get?
Come here, Winky Boy. What are you doing? There you go. There you go. Love when cats walk sideways.
Sideways walking cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they just take a whole step over to the left or right.
Back to Black.
Is that
I don't know how
AC/DC?
else to elaborate on that, really.
No, that's Back in Black.
Okay. Black Sabbath?
No,
I have no idea then.
wrong idea. Amy Winehouse.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like
It
a
was good.
heavy metal album or something.
Yeah. I'd say this was a B verging on A. Really good musicianship going on in pretty much every song. Catchy tunes. Good vocalist.
Sweet.
Could probably make a
Say B.
light
A
Light
is reserved
jazz.
for
Yeah,
light
I
catchy
choose to
jazz
listen to.
album.
Is A the best or is S the best?
S is the best.
Okay. Then yeah,
I would
B
say
sounds fair then, for sure.
I would say B is something that I wouldn't necessarily choose to listen to, but
But
I
if it comes
definitely
on,
know that it's good. Like somebody else would have it in their S tier, you know?
yeah. And if it comes on, you won't entirely hate it.
Yeah. And then A is something that I would choose to put on, but not necessarily like
First choice.
my favorite. Like say Synchronicity by the Police. But I would say just looking at the poster right now, I would put that in the A tier. Or like um
Anything less than a B would be a very
Californication by
yeah, that's an
the
A.
Chili
Probably
Peppers.
probably an A for me.
Daft Punk Discovery was A tier, I'd say. Uh, I'm saving a lot of my favorite ones on here, so
Yeah.
so far the S tier ones. Some of them I give a bump because it's definitely not something that I like. I consider Thriller is probably S tier either way. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. I don't know if I would give it S tier, but A plus for sure.
I'm also considering it as like
Culturally,
out of the songs on this 100 album list, there has to be an S tier. Like they're just compared to their peers on this list, you know? Not everything ever made.
fair enough. Yeah. Like I love
Or
Michael
like
Jackson, definitely one of my favorite pop artists,
yeah.
but I don't love him the same way I love the Yellow Jackets, for example.
Yeah, well I'd say the Kilson X S tiers on here would be Dark Side of the Moon is on there.
Nice, yeah. Kind of blue.
Um Kind of Blues on there, yeah. Elephant's on there, I don't know if that's S tier, but
It's a solid A.
Pet Sounds is on there.
Yeah, that's probably I would probably give that S tier.
The Chronic. Yeah.
Nice. I'll give that an A, but I definitely had my fun with that album back in the day. Yo, Nathan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. My day's going well, thank you. Just chilling. Had a bunch of tech difficulties with Minecraft earlier trying to get it all set up because they did this stupid Microsoft account migration. And it was just very annoying trying to get the realm back online from all of that. In fact, I got to make sure we're on hard difficulty. I should probably do that. How's your day going, Nathan? How's everything going with your godfather? I heard he is going to go ahead with his surgery, so I'm very happy to hear that he's decided to do that. Get the rest of these plants cropped, planted, and then we shall take a look at the difficulty. Might have to log off so I can change it.
Abbey Road,
Nice.
Zeppelin 4. Those are both S's for me on this list.
Those would both be A's for me, probably.
What's on Zeppelin 4?
Zeppelin 4?
Probably an S.
Stairway to Heaven's on there. But like a lot of good songs. Um,
I think I would
Let me
only
just
give
pull out my vinyl right here.
Houses of the Holy would be
As
my
the Holy's
only
the best,
Led
yeah.
Zeppelin S tier.
But 4 is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Got it for sure. It's got levee breaks. Got
Nice. Bring It On Home.
no, that's earlier. That's like the first one.
Oh wow.
Where's my Zeppelin? Osidisa.
Where's me Zeppelin then?
Okay.
Nathan, he's doing good. Nice. Glad to hear it, man. Your band performed last night. It was amazing. You killed it. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Glad you had a good show. Yo, Clowns, welcome. Clown says, "Hoi, Kilson." How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hope you had a solid Halloween yesterday. I ended up taking the day off streaming because we had to do a bunch of grocery shopping, and then we had a little Maple Leafs watch party. And yeah, it just was kind of a busy day, so I decided to not do any streaming. But we're back today.
Can't find her right now, Troy.
And
Get all these seeds organized on the other side. You're doing fine? Just finished dinner and X-Files? Nice. What season are you on? Season 7. Sweet, man. You dressed up and handed out candy, watched Coraline? Nice. That sounds like a nice Halloween night. Ishnaid, welcome in, man. How you doing? How we doing, folks? Chilling. I wanted to get streaming earlier, but there was a whole lot of technical difficulties with our Minecraft Realm subscription. They migrated the account to Microsoft from Mojang, and I had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get that set up and reorganized and renew the subscription, and now we're back online. Took the day off for Halloween yesterday to do some stuff, do a bunch of shopping, get the apartment organized a bit.
They moved it from Microsoft to Mojang.
No, the other way around, I think.
Hmm.
Which I thought happened years ago, so
That
it's
would
all,
make more sense.
yeah.
Because, yeah, I also thought that happened a while ago.
Yeah, it's been kind of confusing. Glad you're able to get it figured out. Hell yeah, man. Nathan says, yeah, I watched the highlights this morning from the Leafs game. No excuse. Yeah, that was a rough game, man. Did I wear the jersey? No, I didn't wear the jersey last night. That's probably why they lost. Our buddy Kevin showed up in his jersey, but I was getting home from shopping and I was kind of warm, so I didn't want to put a warm jersey on. And then I just never bothered putting it on. I will next time, though. Okay, we want to wait for. We're trying to get our last 4 mending books. I do need more crops to trade with the villagers in order to get more emeralds to buy those last 4 books. So we're going to hang out at this base for a little bit, let these crops grow up, harvest them, and then we can go trade and get our books. And in the meantime, while we let these crops grow, I'm just going to do a little bit of item management and storage organization. There's some stuff here that we haven't had a chance to organize yet. I've been kind of putting it off. It's not the most exciting thing, but needs to be done. Also, I want to check the difficulty because normally when I have to mess with the realm in any capacity, it reverts the difficulty to easy. So let's see. Yeah, it's on easy. I'm putting it on hard, but there are people in the realm, so I don't know if it's going to switch right away.
We can leave.
Well, let me see, because it might actually just work. It says it's on hard now. There is a way I can check.
Maybe
Fall
it's just
damage.
a time buffer. It'll start working.
Yeah,
soon.
hopefully.
How do you check?
I'm going to go to the skeleton spawner, and if they drop armor, then it's on hard.
Okay.
Well, speaking of things that have to be done, I need to ask you this difficult question.
What's up?
You were walking through the forest, and then you stumbled upon Borkful, the dark wizard, and then you unknowingly stole one of his, well, lettuces, and then he cursed you to having to only be able to use either a fork, a knife, or a spoon for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
That's a good question.
Chopsticks are also an option.
I think like fork seems like a good choice right away because you can just do a lot of things with forks. You can kind of cut and tear with a fork, bypassing the need for a knife. You can
You can still
scoop.
like
You can scoop
prepare
some things.
food with all three, but you can only eat it with one. You can do things with all those things, but you can only use one to eat
So I can still
forever.
cut my food with a knife.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay, well then it's just between fork and spoon at that point then. But if you don't have a spoon, then you can't eat
Have
soup or cereal.
So what's the question, sorry?
We're cursed by a wizard to only be able to use a knife, a fork, or a spoon for the rest of your life.
I feel like I could.
Or chopsticks, also, I guess. What would you pick?
I feel like I could do most things with a spoon that I could do with a fork. So my choice is probably spoon.
How are you gonna kill somebody though?
That's not part
Yeah,
of.
you could still kill someone with any of
But
those things.
how are you gonna
if you
defend
want
yourself
This is only
with
for
a
eating.
spoon?
This is only
to.
for
Yeah,
eating.
Oh,
only.
is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Well,
guess
I
you
was
missed that
thinking
part.
just if I could never use a knife for
It's a
anything
separate
ever again, I would
question.
have to choose knife.
Okay, well, that's
The only thing of
another
the three
notable
that is
question.
like a tool, also
Again,
Clans,
chopsticks. Also
clans,
option.
killing someone.
clans is going off talking about the superiority of spoons.
Over a fork.
Yes, so we know his opinion. I think I generally agree. I would rather have a spoon, I think.
I think I'd be hard pressed to find something that I would need a fork to eat where, like there's a million things, anything liquid where you want a spoon.
Yeah, like if you have to stab a piece of steak, for example, with a fork, you could also scoop it with a spoon. It would be a little unorthodox, but it would technically work.
Yeah.
If we're
it would.
specifically talking about eating, then the spoon has an edge, but the knife is still in the mix.
I would pick chopsticks. That's why I added.
Chopsticks are sweet, but
Chopsticks?
then you can't eat soup or cereal. You could drink it, I guess.
Well, yeah, you could just pour it into your face.
We got some
You could eat
some
like
comments.
Asian soups, but not like European soups with chopsticks.
What are these comments?
Nathan saying, I knew they were going to play on Halloween, but I wanted to wear my jersey on stage, but I changed my mind at the last second. It's a good thing you did because they lost. Talking about the Leafs. Clown says, Kilson, have you ever heard of Hero's Purpose? No, I have not. What's Hero's Purpose? Is that a game? Is that, yeah, tell me about Hero's Purpose, Clowns. Spoons are vastly superior. Forks are a modern invention. What's up, Clowns? Go honk honk. My bad for not saying what up back earlier. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. I'm just chilling. Forks are the lowest tier utensils. Ishnight says, what's the
Yes,
question again?
I agree. But a knife and a spoon, that's like they're opposites.
The question is, yeah, what would you rather eat with for the rest of your life? A knife, a fork, a spoon, or chopsticks? I'm going spoon. I do like chopsticks, but I think spoons would have the most wide functionality. Nathan says,
How
I
are you
got
gonna
in.
open the can? How are you gonna open the can that contains the soup that you want to eat? You
You're allowed
fucking
to
spoon.
prepare. He already went through all this. You're allowed to prepare your food with any utensils or tools that you want. It's only eating. That
I
is.
disregard this question. It's fantasy.
It is a stupid Maherm question.
Yeah.
So if you choose
Knife
not to
is king.
answer or
Ugmo, call me Ugmo the knife.
I get into the conversations you guys have. It's funny and it's weird, says
already
Nathan.
business.
The conversations you guys have are so weird and funny. Yeah, Maherm likes to throw some.
Like like Maherm says, my mouth is a spoon, but my mouth is not a knife.
Well, part of your mouth is a knife, sort of.
Not anymore.
More scissors.
Heroes. What was it again? Heroes. Purpose. Heroes Purpose is a Zelda fan animation project. Nice. You sent me a new preview for something called Castletown. Yo, that sounds interesting, man. Yesterday was a really busy day, so I didn't really have time to come on my computer or Discord. But I know I've got to check your latest messages, so I will do that soon, and I'll check that out as well. You're gonna send me episode 1 of Heroes Purpose. You think there are 8 episodes so far? They're dope animations. That sounds cool, man. I like that. A new fan animation of Zelda.
Did anybody happen to check out the Smash Brothers?
No.
So,
I guess it's probably not yet, but Ish and I did sound interested in that.
What about Smash Bros?
not the game, the documentary.
I'm down here trying to get armor from these skeletons because if we get armor, then we know we're on hard mode. So far, I haven't had any armor drops, so it's not looking good. We might have to all log off.
Refuse to play a moment longer on easy.
Yeah, fuck easy mode. Schnurb, you need to log off so I can set it to hard mode. Everyone needs to get off the server. Nathan says, I can't use chopsticks, lol. I tried to once and failed. They are weird to use, but they're pretty fun once you get the hang of them. I really like using chopsticks. Each night, I'd probably drop the knife. They gave us canines for a reason, lol. Yeah, I feel like the knife is the least useful here, especially because
Definitely.
we're
Like
still allowed to
within the
prepare.
parameters that we're talking, the knife is unless you're like literally eating a steak, you could still just grab onto it and bite it, you know.
Totally. Yeah.
But it's a ridiculous notion. Like in reality, knife is the most useful of those three.
Maherm likes to pose questions that are difficult to answer just for the shock value or to bring up ridiculous scenarios, which I appreciate. Sometimes it goes into some interesting places.
Don't forget the sheer personal entertainment value.
That too.
Well, God didn't give us canines. We developed them because we didn't have a knife, you know, but now we do.
True. Also, I like Ishnaid said he didn't say God gave us canines, he said they gave us canines. So
Sure.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
But who are they?
Exactly. I appreciate
Well,
that.
aliens.
It could be aliens, robots, ourselves engineering our bodies
Our
before we
parents.
enter reality. Our parents, yeah.
Ourselves.
Society,
I
God.
disregarded the ones that my parents gave me and grew new ones. Just as all of us did.
Important.
Castletown is Ghibli inspired. Nice. Nice, Julian. That's awesome. I've run out of some of my favorite YouTube content that I had backlogged, so I need something interesting to watch. So, yeah, I'll check that out.
Look forward to the sequel to Interstellar, where we find out that we gave ourselves canines.
Come on, drop some armor. Show me that we're on hard. I logged back in, by the way.
A bit of spork.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up a spork, but I figured that would be kind of cheating.
I guess
Or
the
what about a
fork is an option.
grapefruit spoon? A happy medium between a knife and a spoon.
Yeah, grapefruit spoons are sweet.
Also a plausible option. A fork could be allowed because it's a vastly inferior spoon and fork, but it's a fork and a spoon.
I don't think it is a spoon. Well, the fork is, depends on the exact shape of it. The
Yeah.
fork generally can't hold liquid.
Okay, we got an armor drop. So that's confirmation we're back on hard mode. Excellent, excellent. Work here is complete, and we can move on out. Back to our mission at hand.
Building a fork.
Um, Nathan says, my bad for being totally straight up and the conversations you guys had last week. That's me on me. I apologize. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Nathan, but don't worry about it. It's all good. It's in the past. So yeah, just yeah, don't even bother bringing it up. It's all good. It's in the past, man. Ishnaid says, I haven't, not yet on Smash Bros. Been a busy week with B-Ball starting up. On my watch list on YouTube, though. Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely should still all be on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube for sure.
You have
Julian,
to let me know about that show there.
the Zelda thing.
What's it called again?
Heroes, what is it? Heroes something. I keep forgetting the second word.
Presents?
Heroes Purpose. Heroes Purpose and Castletown. Okay, so they're two different things. I thought Castletown was part of Heroes Purpose, but it's not. Oh, you need YouTube to watch? It comes and goes. Like sometimes I'll have a whole bunch of things saved up that I want to watch, and other times there's a drought. So, but yeah, I'm always happy to accept recommendations. Nathan, where do you get these questions from? They're very interesting. Maherm's mind. Ishnight says they equal Furore, Din, and Nehru, obviously. Ah, nice. There we go. I like that. I like that. How about a 5-hour video on Eve Online from down the rabbit hole? I don't know anything about Eve, so that might be a little bit overwhelming for me to just embark on a 5-hour journey.
Parasite Eve?
No, Eve by itself.
Yeah, there's a game called Eve Online. I've heard of
Online.
it.
Pretty epic.
That's you've checked that out,
I
Maherm?
know what it is.
Clown says, wouldn't it just be Din? I can't remember which goddess makes the ground. Okay, yeah, good point. In Ocarina, there's that cutscene and it explains the three different goddesses.
That's Din for sure is the ground,
Yeah.
if my memory serves correct.
Well, Din Ral, fire, earth, volcanic action. Could see there being a connection there. Nathan asks when you want to play baseball again. Still not sure, man. We gotta just. Life's been all over the place lately, and the weather's been erratic. Hopefully, we can get another session in though. And Hylians, you don't think it's any of the three actually? You live for videos like that? Nice. And he's saying no, not Parasite Eve, Eve Online. Yeah, so I've seen
Sounds like vaguely familiar.
yeah, I feel like I've seen some commercial about Eve Online at some point, so I definitely know what it is, but I don't know anything about it. Okay, we got some stuff that's unorganized, so let's start to organize some of this stuff up. while we wait for some more crops to grow, and then we're going to go trade to get our last 4 mending books. Then we'll be able to get all of our netherite armor in mended order. Good old snoring Fran.
How about pasta or rice?
Rice.
Pasta or rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, rice. I like pasta.
Rice isn't as heavy, and it's fairly dynamic. It's a good question too, though.
I mean, you have to give up the other one, not
Yeah, yeah,
just which one's better.
yeah. I know what you're saying. If I had to only eat one or the other for the rest of my life, I would definitely choose rice.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. The reason why I said it, I guess, is because that's a tough one for me.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, rice, I guess, is
Pretty good.
probably the money melon.
Yeah, it's just more versatile. It's more healthy. That's how I feel, anyways. Julian feels that way too. Rice versus pasta? Rice. Easy question. Next.
That's just the question that everybody wants to say to, like, prove that they're cool, But like, imagine not ever being able to have good pasta. Delicious, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying pasta isn't amazing. I'm just saying for my own health purposes, if I had to choose one or the other to only eat.
Yeah, I think I agree. Without it getting too, like, because of a fantasy world, without getting too dicey in terms of, like, if you chose pasta and something like contained, you know, trace amounts of rice in it, like, I mean like a rice dish versus a pasta dish, not rice, like cakes or a dessert that has like sticky rice, whatever, paste and shit on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are there any pasta desserts?
Or like, how about corn or rice, but all corn?
Corn flakes, corn anything, corn meal, corn byproducts, popcorn,
Syrup. Yeah.
corn
You want a
chips.
plain bowl of rice
That's a better question. Corn or
or
rice? That's a better
all of the
question
food currently available
because
in
I
the
love
global
tacos.
marketplace?
I love tacos, and not having tacos or corn chips would be incredibly difficult. So
Yeah.
I like
But
this
I
question
guess
better.
I guess instead of pasta, you could say flour, like bread, all bread, you know. Like, but
We'll give
corn,
up
I
bread
think,
for rice.
Julian says good pasta fucks for sure. I'm assuming that means good pasta is awesome for sure.
it slaps. Yeah,
Slaps,
yeah.
yeah. Like if you lived this life without pasta and were in Italy, it would be hell on earth. Very true, very true.
I mean, yeah, it's the healthier choice. It's the more versatile choice, but it's like the like more soulless choice in my estimation as well. Like, sometimes you need to be a fucking greaseball and eat some fucking cheesy pasta.
I had some cheesy pasta 2 days ago. Nathan says pasta's very romantic.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is a romantic food. Uh, Julian says I don't regularly eat pasta here, so I guess he's a little biased towards rice. Um, yeah, I used to eat more pasta in the past, uh,
Uh,
but
shit.
that's cool. You were playing a show on Halloween. What was your costume? Nathan said Superman. Haha, nice. Clowns, aka Julian, says he would choose rice over corn. You can't. You can have tacos without corn. You can for sure, but there's something about the corn chip that I just, man, I love it. I love the corn chip. I'm not saying I would
Corn's
choose
everywhere, man.
I'm not saying I would choose corn over rice. I'm just saying it becomes a more difficult choice, and
The
it's a
whole
choice.
world is corn. So,
Yeah, we've been through
Yeah, pretty
this.
much.
uh, yeah.
One of the
You
major
think that's
industries is
air you're
corn.
breathing? It's corn.
But then saying flour versus rice isn't a fair comparison. Rice you can make both savory and sweet. Very true. Corn shells are pretty good, I agree. Corn syrup and shit. He's saying, "Oh yeah, like corn syrup and shit." He's realizing all the things that corn is part of. To be honest, rice is all over the eastern continent. Definitely. Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
a nice
rice
Some
glass of
people
rice
in
is the corn of the
some
east.
people in Canada also grow and eat rice too.
Definitely.
It's
But
a
if
you know,
but if
it's
corn
a
is the North American Western everything product, rice is the Eastern everything product.
yeah.
Rice is probably more prominent over pasta in the East, in the Eastern continent. Yeah, definitely.
Yep, just a different grain.
Interesting conversations.
What about grain or roots?
Roots like potatoes,
All
carrots.
roots and tubers or grain.
You got to remember, corn is newer compared to rice. Like it started to.
Corn is a kernel. That could be a grain. Grains or roots.
The
Which
development
one?
and exploitation of corn is newer than rice. I agree with that.
Corn.
Probably pop in some corn in these parts for a ways back.
I think
When
I have to
I've been
never
ignoring
eat
Nathan's.
popcorn again, guys.
Why? Because it gets stuck in your gums.
Yeah, absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's I don't eat popcorn very often anymore either. Mostly because of that. I hate the feeling of it getting lodged in my gums and like sometimes on the back of your tongue you'll get like a little corn kernel flake.
Yeah,
Um, I love popcorn, but it's just not worth the hassle of removing it from all of the areas where it can get stuck.
maybe like
that's what the
the
warm glass of
beginning
corn
of a
syrup
bag
is
of
for.
smart food, maybe. But once it gets down into the little bits, smart food for some reason is very like, I haven't had it in a long time. Probably just shouldn't eat it anyways, but it's softer popcorn than movie popcorn or whatever.
Um, Nathan's talking about his show last night. Performed a third, the third. Some other band was doing some covers of REM, and they told me to introduce them on stage. You couldn't keep a straight face. Third or fourth song, you took off your costume. You were too hot. Okay.
Uh,
We performed third. I don't know what third is. I don't know what you mean by that. This other band was doing cover up REM.
it plays a lot of shows.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly you're trying to say there, Nathan, but I'm happy you guys had a sounds like a good Halloween show last night. That's awesome, man. Clown says Listen, I will entertain stupid questions until the sun comes up. They're fun as fuck. Nice. I agree with that. Where does everyone stand on corn, though? Asks Ishnaid. Corn with a K. Um,
And the backwards are.
I don't care for
Uh,
corn with a K all that much. They had some decent
I was
songs.
influenced by them at one point. The their videos were always really cool.
Yeah, I remember that one hit song that they had, the video with the bullet flying through the air in the cartoon.
Yeah,
That was a pretty impactful video for sure. You think he meant that they were on third? Oh, okay, I see. We were on third to go up. Nice, nice.
yeah, that's how I took that. You
John,
were thinking like third place.
yeah, I wasn't, or I thought he meant he was performing the song third. I just misinterpreted that. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Talking with the boys on Discord, talking with you guys in the chat, trying to organize items.
Do you
So,
like corn or rice?
Jonathan Davis is good. Is he a member of Corn?
Yeah, he's the singer.
Okay. The only Jonathan Davis I know is a baseball player.
Yeah.
The music is very positive and their own type of way. The plight of a streamer, Julian's laughing. Totally,
Corn's all
totally.
right. Not my favorite, but they had a couple good tracks.
How about you, Ish Night? Are you a fan of Corn the band?
I
I
think
wouldn't.
I prefer Tool.
Yeah, Tool's cooler for me for sure. I wouldn't say I like Corn that much, but I no judgment. Everyone's allowed to enjoy their own thing. But I don't hate them. Let's see. I need mob drops. Yeah, we should have one glowing sack left. Let's use this on this sign.
They were friends with Limp Bizkit, or with Fred Durst at least.
They're contemporaries of.
They're in a video together. They did a song together.
Okay.
Real Metal. Yeah, I wouldn't. I bet you it's not a stretch to assume that that Jonathan Davis guy has a similar outlook as Fred Durst. There, Troy.
Yeah, maybe.
Each Night says, I enjoyed them growing up. Not sure what they've done recently. Tool would be my preference as well, but I wanted to make a corn pun. LOL.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely,
good
man.
time.
Yeah,
Validated.
absolutely. A necessary addition to the conversation.
If only there was a good rice band named Rice with an L.
Hey, come on now.
That's sorry.
Maybe Rice, like the enemy in Dying Light. I don't remember how you spell his name, but
It was Ryan.
yeah.
I thought that was a good joke.
Yeah, it was a good joke. It's just a little racy. I didn't mean that way. Okay, mob drops. Let's get these guys in there. Boats, yes. Keep adding boats to this area. I want to get a fleet of all the different boat variations and just have like a dock and have all the boats lined up beside each other as a fleet. There's a lot of different
Maybe
boats
that's a
now.
good band name. Rice.
Yeah, that would be a good band name. Simple. People would remember it. I feel like there probably is a band called Rice. We just don't know about them. I could see that.
How about a band called Pasta?
Pasta? Sure.
But a band called Quinoa.
Quinoa. Yeah.
or lentil.
Or flaxseed.
Wheat.
Wheat
Wheat.
wheat beets.
The
Um,
Weedles.
Julian says there is a band called Rice. They're a visual Kai band. Am I pronouncing that right? Kai? Kei?
Close enough.
I'm not sure what a visual Kai band is. You'll have to inform me of that one.
Probably also incorrect.
A visual band.
The visual
It sounds like a
key.
oxymoron.
I apologize to the Americans in the chat. Spelling colors with a U. Sue me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add some light to that as well.
It's always been weird. Why is that still a thing? Just English people should just agree
Yeah.
the spelling of words.
I guess America wanted to simplify some spellings, but other places in the world retained the tradition of the U.
Neighbor.
Inspired by glam rock, but way crazier. That's visual Kai. Okay, nice. It's a Japanese music scene slash movement. Nice. Inspired by glam rock, but way crazier. Yo, I can imagine them taking that to the next level.
Oh, what's that fucking guy's name with the surfboard guitar? Maybe.
And they're called Rice. Nice. You may have heard of Alice 9 or Girugamesh. No, I haven't heard of them. A lot of anime intros are visual Kai bands. Okay, okay. Nice. I can definitely picture that scene. I haven't watched enough anime, mostly because I play too many video games, but I do like anime and I want to see more of it.
This guy. Masayoshi Takanaka. When you say, you know,
It's K, by the way. Okay. Cheers. Thank you.
where my mind
Masayoshi.
went.
Masayoshi Takanaka.
Masayoshi Takanaka.
Who's he?
That's just what I think of when I'm like, that's where my mind went when he said like post glam rock, post Japanese glam rock.
Okay. Yeah.
This is older though, but
What you're
still
saying would be Kai, Kai. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ishnight says the OU doesn't bother me that much at all. Seeing recognized instead of recognized is strange though. Oh, with an S instead of a Z or a Z. That's another one right there. Z versus Z. Uh, I feel like I spell recognized with a Z. That is weird. Seeing it with an S, but I can't think now. Like, do we spell it with an S here?
no.
I don't think so. Also, practice with an S versus a C. I know they're like different contexts, but that's kind of weird to me.
What?
Have you never seen that? Practice with an S?
Oh, like a medical
Yeah.
practice or something?
Both are common, to be honest. British spelling is with an S, I believe. Okay. So we in Canada didn't take the British spelling for recognized, but we did take the British spelling for neighbor or harbor. So we're kind of just taken from all over the place, which I guess
Okay,
is
so
language as a whole.
even in British English, practice with a C is the noun, and practice with an S is the verb. Where practice with a C is just both in U.S. English.
Okay, yeah, because when I think about practicing my guitar, I think about that spelt with a C.
That's the verb. So yeah, I think that's something that we've just switched. Because yeah, I don't think of ever using an S in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've definitely adopted some U.S. things.
yeah, for sure.
Like I always make fun of Dr. Satchmo for saying inventory instead of
Inventory. Yeah,
inventory.
yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds very British. Composter instead of composter.
Composter.
Yeah, I feel like because Mumbo Jumbo says composter, all these YouTubers are saying composter
Yeah, yeah.
where they would have said
Or
composter. But
aluminum. We say aluminum in Canada. Um,
what's wrong with aluminum?
aluminium.
Okay.
They, I think it's even to the point where they've got rid of the I now. Like there should be an I. Aluminium.
How do we organize sugar? I guess in food, but it's not really a food by itself. It's a weird one. I'll put it with the milk. Nathan says we performed grassroots songs and from Chaos and my favorite champagne. Nice. You had permission to jump off the stage and you did it. Nice, man. You're performing Fuck the Bullshit, It's Time to Throw Down, and you jumped off the stage. Fuck yeah. Hope you didn't get hurt. Where do we put snow? Snow's a weird one as well. Probably have like ice biome stuff eventually, but I don't really have much of it. I'll just put it in with the ocean slash water stuff for now. Okay, our crops are almost grown up and we can do another harvest and head back out. When I was younger, I used to be way more. It used to be like way more important to me to put a U in words like harbor, but it's not as important to me anymore. Saving time is good too. Sometimes I'll do it out of habit, but if I do it without the U, it's not the end of the world.
We were
Feels good.
just talking about the calends, the knowns, and the ides.
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it's weird old world stuff. You know the Ides of March.
Heard of it, don't know much about it.
I just discovered that you're born on the Ide of November,
Okay.
and the calend or the calends is the first day of any month. The knowns is or sorry, the calend is always the first. The
So I guess that's a
knowns,
origin of the word calendar potentially.
probably, yeah. It's with a K though,
Okay.
corn. And the nones in a 31-day month is the 7th, and in a 30-day month it's the 5th. And I don't know about February. And then the Ides, the 15th of a 31-day month, and the 13th of a 30-day month.
Interesting. So just like month breakdown stuff.
Yeah, and it has something to do with the moon. Yeah, I guess February just doesn't.
Some fans caught you. You're like, nice catch, you guys. Sweet. There was a little after party, and you met this girl who works there. She's one of the speaker people. Her name is Sandra. Sweet. Nice, man. Right on. It's always good to meet new people. I have this little Zelda amiibo holder that
Yeah, buddy.
has a Master Sword pedestal,
Hmm.
and it makes the Master Sword music when you pull the sword out of the pedestal, but it's years old and it's been kind of glitching out. It'll just randomly play the music even when I haven't pulled the sword out. Here it is here. And I don't even know if it still works. Yeah, it's not working. But there is still a slight battery because it'll play the first note. Blung, 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 blung. And it just like intermittently will play that first note even if I haven't pulled the sword out. So you guys probably can't hear it through my microphone, but I can hear it in the room. It's just playing the first note of the fanfare randomly over and over again. Not all the time, just when it chooses to.
Replace the battery or take it out.
Yeah, I would like to replace the battery because I want it to work properly. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been doing that for years,
But it
randomly going off.
it'll randomly go off, but it'll play the whole fanfare. But now it doesn't even have the
Yeah,
battery life
yeah.
to play the whole fanfare anymore. Julian says, make sure the batteries aren't leaking and wrecking the internals. Yeah, good call. It's probably a good 5 years old and probably needs to be looked at. It requires a very tiny screwdriver, so I think my parents have one of those kicking around. Try to raid their tool
You know what
shelf.
works for that?
What?
A spoon.
A spoon?
Not, but a knife would.
No, a knife wouldn't work.
But
It's way too small.
not
I've,
even that. Well, a
I've tried
sharp knife.
I've tried to use knives for little screws like
An
that before.
X-Acto blade.
Yeah, X-Acto blade maybe. Either way,
If you plan on eating that battery.
I was gonna say I'm not planning on eating that battery, so I think I'm safe.
Too bad.
Clowns is going, yeah, LOL. Okay, he's responding to Ishnaid, who just said the Master Sword is Fee telling you. Fee is the guardian inside the Master Sword, the spirit inside the Master Sword. It's Fee telling you have to stream Tears of the Kingdom soon. Absolutely. Yeah, I need to stream more of that very soon. I wanted to finish off Lidfo's Bog a couple nights ago, but I ran out of energy. And then yesterday, my whole day was taken up with just shopping and cleaning. We just had a good, solid cleanup day and got a bunch of groceries and supplies for the crib. So that was a necessary day, necessary excursion. But tonight there may be Ludfo's Bog Part 2 in the cards, and then we'll be ready to go into Tanager Canyon during one of the next primetime streams. But I like that, Ishnaid. He's just like, don't forget about Zelda.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah. I definitely hated Fee or Fi, however you want to
Foe,
say it.
fun.
Foe or Fum. The first time I played Skyward Sword, I hated that character, but I really like that character now because just the lore of her being the spirit of the Master Sword is very, very cool. The way she was implemented is annoying as fuck, but the character is amazing. Totally, that's exactly the way I feel. And she's so good in Hyrule Warriors. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors enough to know, but I do want to go back and play that game. BRB prepping breakfast. All good, man. All good. BRB now. LOL. Yeah. Each night I've always said Fi as Fi like pie. I think that the remake cleaned up a lot of her annoyance because you didn't find her annoying at all. Okay. I had previously replayed Skyward Sword just a couple of years ago, just before the remake came out, or the remaster, I guess. So I didn't play the remaster on Switch. I own it, and I started up a file, but I was like, man, I just played this game like 2 years ago, so I didn't play it again on the Switch properly. But the next time I play it, I'm definitely going to play it on the Switch, and so it'll be interesting to see what some of the differences are. And maybe you're right, maybe Fi is less annoying than she was before, which would be awesome to hear. All over the place. Right, we have a mini blocks and heads chest over here, so let's add these guys in here, the topaz and the sapphire. Did I get the Joy-Cons for that game? No, I missed out on the Joy-Cons for that. It wasn't as important for me to get the special Joy-Cons for that as it was to get all of the special Tears of the Kingdom themed stuff for Tears of the Kingdom. But my sister has those fancy Joy-Cons because she's a massive Zelda collector as well, and she's got even more stuff than I do. Her collection's quite impressive. Like I was saying before, she's got like every version of every Zelda game ever released on every console, including those really weird CDI games. I don't know if she has the CDI player though. She has the games, but I don't know if she has the player. So eventually I would like to play those games, even though they're supposedly terrible. I want to play them just to say I have. And when that time comes, I don't know how we're going to approach that, whether we're going to have to get an emulator or whether my sister does have the CDI player. I'll have to ask her. But yeah, she does have those Joy-Cons. And I don't know if she's opened them, but if she has, then that would be fun to play Skyward Sword on stream with those Joy-Cons if she would be willing to lend me those as well. Did you get the Joy-Cons for that, Ishnaid? We're down to a lot of random items that it's hard to kind of organize them. It's hard to think of where they should go. Like, where do I put pointed dripstone? Hmm. Each night, you did get the Joy-Cons? Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you did. Your Joy-Cons were getting pretty worn out, so when the game came out, it worked nicely. Nice. That's awesome, man. Good timing for sure. Random question for Scooch. I'll ask that in a sec. RZ joins the stream. Yo, what's up? What's up, RZ? Good to see you, man. RZ says, "What's up? Chilling. Just playing some Minecraft right now. I'm waiting for some crops to grow and just organizing. I've got a bunch of random shit that I've been meaning to organize, so I'm trying to get some stuff organized. But very soon we're going to be trading with villagers and getting our last few mending books and applying mending to our entire Netherite set. So that's one of the goals of today's stream. Getting ready to face off against the Warden in the Ancient City coming up this weekend. Looking forward to that. You did a midterm? Okay, nice. How'd the midterm go? Imagine being organized. Yeah, in Minecraft, it's a hard feat to be organized. Nathan says, your stream never disappoints. Let's go, man, let's go. Fuck yeah, dude. Right on. Thank you. Each night. So, random question for Scooch. Have you ever played Hyper Light Drifter? I don't know if he's.
Oh, I was muted. Yes, I played a bit of it,
Okay.
and more so, I kind of backseat drove and watched um, Dr. Satchmo there play at one point.
Okay, nice. What's that game all about? I've heard of it.
It's like a kind of a Link to the Past esque, I guess.
Sweet.
Um, Made to look more like a retro Super Nintendo or a Genesis like game. And it's all, when I can remember, there's no dialogue or anything. It's just like symbols and stuff that appear in the text bubbles, and it's all just kind of um, like a silent movie, I guess. Game.
Interesting.
But you still get the idea of what you have to do.
Nathan says, RZ Blue. What's up, RZ Blue? I'll be back, Kilson. RZ Blue says, Weed Man, I just smoked a joint. LOL. Weed Man says, let's go. Fuck yeah. Weed Man
Definitely a
holding
cool
down.
game.
Definitely a cool game. Nice. Each night
Yeah.
saying, yeah, storytelling through images, not really cutscenes. Very cool game. Nice. That sounds like another game that I would find interesting.
Yeah, and it's just probably, you could beat it in a day, probably, if you
I definitely
hunted
need
down.
to implement a random game stream where we just play smaller games like that instead of all these epic, massive games all the time. At least one day
Yeah,
a month.
just getting
Just,
them
yeah, one day a month.
Souls-like, I guess, kind of.
Okay.
Top down.
I definitely want to stream Mario RPG Remake. I pre-ordered my copy yesterday, bought and paid for, so now I just got to show up at GameStop on release day and I can pick it up. And I want to stream that game, so that'll be a smaller game that I take some time away from Minecraft and Zelda to play. Not a incredibly small game. It's still like a hefty enough game, but it's not a multi-hundred-hour endeavor.
Another game, I don't, maybe it's a bit more epic than Hyper Light Drifter, but a game that I always wanted to check out that I've seen a little bit of, um, Salt and Sanctuary. Heard of that one?
No, I'm not familiar with that. Salt and Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's kind of like they made it kind of like Dark Souls, but it's again, Super Nintendo looking side scroller, like Castlevania kind of, but more like Dark Souls. A little bit of, trying to think, like River City Ransom or something, where it's not fully top down, but it's side scrolling
Not
either.
necessarily
Yeah.
side scrolling either. Like Ninja Turtles or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nathan smoked a lot last night after the show. Outside. Nice. It's always fun to step out after the show and have a smoke. Wouldn't it be cool to get high and play the Minecraft VR game? LOL. Yo, it would just be cool to play Minecraft VR in general. I'm waiting for the whole VR technology scene to improve a little bit better, but I could imagine years from now, once we've built this world up into some magnificent, huge world with crazy castles and all kinds of stuff, then going into it in VR with like all the best shaders and graphics available on a really, really powerful PC. That would be a very submersive, immersive experience. So waiting for that day. Not in a rush. Got to build lots of stuff in this world first, but I think that's going to be amazing when that happens. So yeah, I agree with you, Nathan. It would be sweet to play Minecraft VR. Smoke a little weed and just go and check out all your creations in virtual reality. Guess we'll put this with these guys. Yeah, some of these things are getting harder to figure out where we're going to put them. Let's just keep working on what we know, where certain things are going to go, and then we can go back and do these more obscure items later. At the campsite playing it. At one point I was thinking about buying this like projector dock for the Switch to play it while out camping. Never ended up doing it because it was fairly expensive and it would have been kind of just a novel thing. But I still have dreams of doing that one time.
They're getting cheaper and cheaper. So.
Yeah, they are getting cheaper. Playing Super Smash or Mario Kart on an island, camping with the boys. That'd be super sweet. All kinds more stuff here to get organized, so we'll work on this. Ish and I did the Magic win that game a couple nights ago. I checked the score and I thought I saw that they had won, but I can't remember now. Hopefully their season's still off to a good start. I took a look at the Nuggets. They were 4-0. That's pretty sweet. I like me some Denver Nuggets. Jokic and Jamal Murray, those guys are awesome. Aaron Gordon, he's cool too. It hurts my brain to organize some of these things. That's why I've been putting it off.
What are you organizing?
Just every random thing, just gems and heads and pointed dripstone and bottles and chains, fire charges. Oh, they didn't win? Dang. They're 0-2 on the trip out west. Both have been close games. And you heard that we should have won. They should have won against the Lakers. Too late for me to watch though. Yeah, the West Coast games. True. Okay, so they did lose against the Lakers. That's too bad. But that's a tough team to take out. You know where signs go. Fire charges we can put in the Nether family for now. Guess I'll put bottles in with tools for the time being. Put moss in with organics. Put the dripstone in with deep slate for now. But we'll figure out something better for that later on.
Yeah, some things changed here with the villagers assigning their profession is taking a really long time.
Hmm. Yeah, that could have changed up on us.
I'm doing it the same way I always have. There it goes.
Okay, I think I will sort out the rest of what we have here. And then we'll save the rest of the sorting for later because our crops should be grown back at this point so we can harvest them and then get going out to the desert village to get our last mending books.
Wow. Yeah, the first guy. I've got 3 things left that I need. First guy that I just tried gave me one of them.
Nice. What is it?
Black terracotta.
Okay, sweet.
Now the only thing I need is both of the blues. I haven't seen any blue.
Oh, blue terracotta or glazed blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have all of the book trades, or are you still looking for some different enchantments?
Oh, I have nowhere near all the book trades.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I kind of got tired of it.
It's understandable.
I've had this Mason stuff in the back of my mind. But I have a lot of the ones that I have to really get those soon are Aqua Affinity and the one that we were talking about last night, the Trident Riptide.
Riptide. Yeah. Good old Riptide. I love me some Riptide.
And there's a few, like a lot of the bow ones. I don't have any bow ones other than Infinity. No punch or flame.
A lot of those don't matter because you can just get them on rods from fishing anyways. or from
The
skeletons or whatever.
crossbow ones too.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'm not gonna find places for the amethyst. Oh, I guess the amethyst goes with my other valuable ores actually. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll get back to the organizing later on. We're nearly organized. We've nearly organized everything, but I won't worry about the rest of that right now. Let's harvest this next batch of crops and then head back out to the town. Yeah, this is almost a full harvest.
And there's that book that I don't think you can get from
There's
a
a couple
villager.
books now that you can't get from villagers. There's
Full
Soul
speed
Speed and Sneak, the sneaking one, where you can move faster while crouched. I forget what it's called.
or they just what's the next phase?
Hmm?
Herb snurb?
Oh yeah, he said something. What's the next
Fast.
phase? What's the next phase? I think is what he
Yeah.
meant.
Yeah.
Sorry, Schnurb. I forgot that you had asked me that question. I don't know if you can hear me right now or not. Let me know if you can hear me and I'll explain it.
I don't know how long ago that was.
That was like a good 10-15 minutes ago.
Oh, he might be watching right now.
Yeah.
On Discord though.
All right, we're gonna get a bunch of beetroots, pumpkins, wheat, potatoes, carrots. Then we'll go back and trade with those villagers, get the rest of the emeralds we need, get our last 4 mending books, and then start applying mending to all of our tools and armor. Then we'll head to the raid farm, trigger a raid, get everything mended up so it's 100%. Then our equipment will be ready, and we can start thinking about other preparations for the ancient city raid that we'll be doing this coming weekend. I also haven't had any time to prepare the first couple of Zelda soundtrack checklists that I've been putting together. I still want to do a bit more research on alternate versions of certain soundtracks. But there's another new emergence to consider. Last night I actually watched a video on kind of the history and influence of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, The Adventure of Link, and how all of the differences between the Japanese version for the Nintendo disc,
Don't
whatever.
worry about this message. It's about to come up.
Okay. But yeah, there's actually between the Japanese first initial release of Adventure of Link. Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything. Yeah, between the first Japanese release of Adventure of Link and the North American release, the soundtrack is different between the two.
Oh, cool.
And it has to do with the limitations of the NES versus the disc player that they had in Japan. Like there was the Famicom, and then there was the Famicom disc player. I really don't know much about that, but I'm learning about it a little bit. And the Famicom disc player had more sound channels, more audio channels. So the soundtrack was more complex in the original Japanese version than the
That's
NES
cool.
North American release. Yeah. So the soundtrack is actually dumbed down for the NES North American release that we've always been exposed to. So now I've got to take that into consideration in our listening sessions. Like, do we want to include the original Japanese audio files? My inclination is to say yes, we should include those. But then that's going to be hard to track some of that stuff down. So it's become, because of you guys know the detail that I like to go into and everything that I do and all the nerdiness that I get myself into. So it's become more convoluted now with this potential Japanese versions. So there's a little bit more research to do before we get the project going.
Well, as you know, more doesn't always convert to better.
Yeah, but in some cases the Japanese versions may just straight up be better. In some of the examples I heard on this video I watched, they sound more robust because they had more channels available. Julian's asking, what's that for? So we were talking about it. We've been talking about it for a couple of streams, so you probably heard some of it at some point, Julian. I'm interested in doing like a huge listening session to all of the Zelda soundtracks and coming up with my own top 100 list. I'm sure you were around for some of those discussions. Um, yeah, you were around for sure. Yeah. So now I don't want to leave anything out. I want to have like every version of every song and some arranged versions, some orchestral versions, some covered versions as well, some notable ones. And part of that entails including multiple versions of the same tracks, like even something as simple as having different MIDI for an updated remaster of the game. I would consider that a different track, which we discussed a couple of streams ago. Ishnaid, Scooch, and I got into the nitty gritty about that. And we kind of came to the consensus that we should include updated MIDI for new remasters as separate tracks and rate those accordingly. But now I'm discovering that there's even more different versions if you include all the Japanese versions of these games. So there's a lot of details to work out in terms of how deep are we going to go with each different version of each different MIDI localized in different parts of the world. Just comparing it all back to back and trying to get all of those audio tracks. So like N64 Ocarina of Time versus 3DS. Yeah, exactly. If the 3DS has different MIDI, then we have to equate that into the equation and listen to the 3DS version as well. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Kinsider should have all of that, even like the Japanese versions and stuff. I'm going to open up a web page and find Kinsider right now. You sent it to me in the DMs before? Okay, nice. I remember you were talking about I remember you sent me some stuff and you were talking about a certain like months ago. Okay. You were talking about something else that might help too. Not Kinsider, but something else. Some video game music database. But either way, I've got Kinsider right here. Nice. This seems like an awesome resource. KHI offers video and PC game soundtracks for download in a very otherwise difficult to get MP3 and lossless forms. Nice. Want to get your favorite game OST? You have found the right place. Total albums 45,000 plus. Total songs 1.3 million plus. Nice, man. Yeah, that seems like an incredible resource. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so our crops are replanted. Now we're going to take all of our harvests and go out. I'll grab some more pumpkins since there's a lot ready to go here. We don't want to bring all the seeds out with us, so we'll go drop those off, pick up our other crops, and then head out to the desert town. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sad day, but they don't have blue terracotta. Well, they have to die.
It's most unfortunate. Let's put the mushrooms in with the flowers, I guess, for now. Some more seeds. And let's grab the rest of our harvests from down here. There we go. Now let's go do some trading. Try and get the rest of the mending books. We might be a little bit short, but we'll be pretty close. We need 72 emeralds because it's 18 per book. We have 4 more books to go. Now I do already have seven emeralds set aside. So we just need 65 more. Considering just if we're only a couple short, I may just go use the raid farm to get a couple. I've done the majority of this through farming and trading, but I just want to get it finished at this point because we're so close. Nathan, you're gonna go to Subway later tonight. Care to join me? I'm tempted to say yes, just so we can hang out. But we did a massive grocery shop yesterday, and we've got a lot of good food in the house right now. And Subway isn't my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Subway. I go there because it's close by, so it's a nice emergency food if I didn't take the time to make something. We do have a lot of good food in the house right now. But I'm not outright saying no. I may join you after. Okay, let's find some farmer friends and trade some stuff up. This guy's got potatoes, good. Thank you, sir. This guy wants carrots, excellent. Thank you, sir. And wheat. And pumpkins. Oh, he actually wants melons too. I guess I should have brought some melons, but oh well. Beetroots, let's go. Hey, look at that. We got 68 emeralds from all that, so we got just enough. Actually, we do have some melon here too. We might as well trade that up. Although I don't think I have enough. He's probably going to want more than 3 melons in his trade. Oh, look at that. He needs exactly 3. Beauty. That puts us at 69, dudes. 69 emeralds. It's a good number. Plus, we do have the 7 from before, putting us over the 72 that we need. Nathan says, start that, please, or the chicken place that's up the street from them beside Tim Hortons place is terrible. Yeah, I wish that place was better, man. I know what place you're talking about. Roy Woods, Jamaican Caribbean food. Yeah, the quality isn't as good as I would hope for. I just don't like the chicken that they use. I just want higher quality chicken than that. There we go. 4 mending books plus the 6 that we have here puts us at 10 for our 10 pieces of netherite armor and tool stuff that we're going to be upgrading. So mission accomplished. Let's get all these mending books out and let's go mend everything up. Thank you, Menderbug. Ishnaid, if you're here, I actually named this guy Menderbug just like we discussed, so there you go. That one's for you, bud. Put this stuff back in here for now, and Ishnaid with the fist bump. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, sweet. So, we got what we need. I think we should probably take Donkey back with us, although there's no rush. He can hang out here with Camelorm in.
Camelorman?
Camelorman.
This is a strange name.
In retrospect, I should have named him Gobi after the camel in Banjo-Kazooie, since I've been playing through Banjo-Kazooie as my off-stream game now that I'm done with Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I will. The next camel that we get, we'll name him Dobby. Or Gobi, rather. Dobby. That's Harry Potter.
Dobby.
Yeah. Dobby, Dobby. I guess it's technically Dobby. I always called him Dobby growing up, but yeah, it's Dobby.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. But it is Dobby. They say that in the movies.
Hermione?
Hermione,
Hermione.
if you want to get super OG with it. I used to call Hermione Hermione when I first started reading Harry Potter.
I think that was mine.
Yours was Hermione.
Hermione.
Nice. Then you got Victor Crumb calling her Hermonini.
Hermione.
Yeah. Actually, that's
Form.
Oh, there he is.
that was What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's how J.K. Rowling. Not that I like to talk about J.K. Rowling because of all the fiascos going on there, but that's how the author of Harry Potter chose to let people know how her name was pronounced because she had a conversation with Victor Crumb in the fourth book, and she was basically saying Victor Crumb was trying to guess how her name was pronounced, and then she had to spell it out phonetically for Victor Crumb. And so that was the first time in the books that you had written evidence of how it was pronounced through her conversation with Victor Crumb. Julian says, because she's a dog shit person, lol. Yeah, exactly. You can say it. This is your platform. Yeah, but I want people to know that I don't
But you don't
support.
have to say it.
I want people to know that I don't condone or support her words or actions against trans people. I have respect for trans people. So I still love Harry Potter, but I don't necessarily want to have strong ties with the author. But you should. I should say it. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal to say her name. It's not like I'm saying a bad word or something. It's important to understand the cultural context of everything. But
You have a tattoo.
yeah, I do have a what do you call it? Deathly Hallows tattoo.
Balder roll. Balder roll.
Thing to do with her.
You're saying I
Great
should say
book.
her name? Why do you think I should say her name, Julian? I'm interested to hear your take on this.
She shall be named.
She who should be named. Nathan says, "Oh, Julian before was saying time for bed, and Nathan's saying, clowns, love life, stay positive, have a good night, man." There's a Schnurb. What's up, Schnurb?
It's Sharpie. Kirby, Kirby.
He is the Schnurb. Yes,
What
he's the
a
Schnurb.
fucking nerd. Kirby.
I forgot to put the
My
Grudo music.
little Schnurby.
What's that song
But,
called again? I forget that song.
uh, sure.
And who wrote it?
Not sure. It's
Clowns.
Vice City.
There's a really awesome jazz cover of that recently, like a few years ago. Can't remember the jazz artist that covered it. He's a vocalist, something Porter, not Cole Porter, but something. He did a really nice version of it. No, I said because she's dog shit, and someone said you don't have to say it, meaning you don't have to say she's dog shit. Oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. No, I don't think Scooch was saying you don't have to say it. He was saying you don't have to say her name, and you're saying to say it, to call her dog shit. Fair, yeah.
No, he estimated properly.
I thought you were saying you don't have to say her
I
name.
was saying, my meaning here, to be clear, is just because you're happily quoting something that you love from a book that she wrote doesn't mean you even need to talk about her and defend yourself by saying, like you
Totally,
can
totally.
definitely just talk about Harry Potter
Yeah, for sure,
without
for sure.
even bringing her name up at all.
But I,
You don't need to preface talking about Harry Potter by saying "fuck J.K. Rowling," is what I'm saying.
yeah, but
And
I
I
was
prefer if you
referencing
didn't.
something that the author put in specifically.
Yeah, Oh, okay. Well,
The phonetic
either way,
spelling of Hermione.
you can just say that's where you find out that Hermione.
For sure,
You
for
know?
sure. Yeah.
It's
You
just
can say
it's
all that without bringing up
unbecoming.
the author. For sure. I agree.
Yeah, it's and it's played out, and people know. You know.
People know she sucks. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a misunderstanding. Julian's saying if you do bring her up, you should say that she's dog shit.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't have
You
to because it's
shouldn't.
already established, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
shouldn't bring her up. Again.
You shouldn't bring her up.
Just bring up Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, we all know she sucks and that Harry Potter is its own thing, separate from her
That's
views.
my take on it. I don't care to have these conversations.
Yeah, I'm not.
Everybody
I didn't
knows.
want to get into all of this to begin with. I was just trying to bring up the phonetic spelling of Hermione and how we discovered it.
Yeah. I don't want me or you talking about how you pronounced Hermione to trigger people in your chat. I don't think that's valid.
Yeah. Each night saying bedtime for me as well. Glad I got to hang out for a bit tonight. We'll try to catch the next one. Absolutely, man.
Every day, man.
Cheers, Ishnaid. Talk to you soon, man. And yeah, we'll get some more Tears of the Kingdom happening very soon as well. Ishnaid sees, or not Ishnaid, Clown sees your point. He's saying true, yeah.
And I hope that you saying that wouldn't be taken that way. So you don't even need to like. Anyway,
He's also saying
thank you for appreciating my point.
a lot of people our age aren't even really online, so you'd be surprised that some people just don't know that she's a piece of shit. Anyways, let's put it to bed. Just like,
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Yeah,
yeah, we all know she sucks. But I guess Clown's point is some
I'm
people
definitely
don't
not
know.
harboring. I'm not like a. I mean, I do love Harry Potter as much as the next guy.
Put it to bed like Ishnaid and I. Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
And in the future, we shall discuss Harry Potter separately from the author. But yo, thank you boys very much for coming out to the stream. As always, I appreciate you hanging out. And I'm gonna get my netherite armor mended up, so we're gonna be in good shape for this weekend when we want to go face the warden. And in the meantime, between now and the weekend, we'll get another, at least one more Tears of the Kingdom stream going on. So hopefully, I will see you guys at that stream in the future. You read a lot, Julian. You've crushed over 50 books in the last 2 years. Nice. That's impressive. I definitely can't claim the same.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I read here and there. Not like that.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Well, Roman Polanski is someone we don't talk about enough.
You read almost every night. E-ink readers are sick. Battery lasts like months. Nice. I haven't heard of an e-ink reader. I've heard of an e-reader, not an e-ink reader. What about Roman Polanski? I am ignorant of the matter.
He's director, 60s,
Hey,
70s.
plus. No
Married to
nothing.
Sharon Tate.
Just, good director. He knows how to direct a film. He directed The Pianist. with Adrian Brody.
Okay.
What did he do, Troy? I don't remember. He must have done something bad.
Oh, things.
I know where you're going with this.
Me too, and I'm not gonna fucking engage, and I just don't want to talk about any of it anymore.
I agree.
It uses
Oh,
actual
rest
ink.
assured,
Interesting. Anyways, bedtime.
he's
LOL. Enough chatting. Good
definitely
night.
he's definitely worse.
Cheers, Julian. Take care, man. Okay, we just got mending on everything. Fuck yeah. Now we actually have to go mend it up. So let's head over to the raid farm.
To be confused, of course, with Dr. Pulaski. Doctor in the second season of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Nice. Yeah, I did recognize that name.
Or the name of a strain of a potent mushroom variable.
Nathan says Kilson's playing by the rules. He doesn't want to talk about some things on stream. I get it. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I definitely just don't want to be in a
It's
place where
funny
I'm arguing
because
about political issues on my stream.
yeah, like it's such a left point of view of like, I don't want to talk about these certain things, and like your chat, people in the chat definitely agree. Like the same people would agree. Like you don't talk about those things, but those same people are like, no, you have to say fuck J.K. Rowling right now. Like,
Yeah,
come on, just be cool, man.
totally. Yeah.
Alright, fine, I'll say it. No one else will. Fuck Charles Manson. Piece of shit.
I think we can all agree with that. Nice, there's a banner boy right here.
Fuck these villagers that aren't giving me blue terracotta. Like I've been checking off the ones that I've got multiples of. You know, purple I've got like four of both. The most common one that I've got. A lot of orange as well.
Yeah,
Not
you're
a
just
single
getting.
blue either.
Have you been trying to trade with them to get blue, like opening up more trades?
Yeah, like you have to. The terracotta
It's not right off the bat.
it's the second last one. Yeah. Sometimes you'll get a third one earlier, but two final ones are the second last.
Okay.
So I have shit tons of brick and chiseled stone block.
Just because you've been trading the basic trades to get at it.
Yeah. Feel free to take any, like, for the road.
For the road!
One more stack of steel eyes for the road.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you put a nether portal out here.
Yeah, at the raid farm.
Yeah. Nathan says, I avoid conversations like this with people, politics, human rights, political rights, all that stuff. You keep your thoughts to yourself and you don't talk about it to anybody. It's important to talk about it sometimes in some contexts, but definitely in a more open social setting like this, it's not something I want to discuss too much. So I appreciate where you're coming from. I understand why you choose to avoid that.
I know, man. You just want to fucking get rowdy and jump off of stuff. The crowds of people. That's fine. Astounding move.
Definitely. Oh my god, the totem situation's out of control.
Here's another one of those questions, I guess. It's the Kingdom Hearts question. Sword, shield, or magic wand?
Why is that a Kingdom Hearts question?
That's how those games start.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like when you level up in Mario RPG.
Yeah, yeah.
But like this one matters as your base stat.
Yeah, defense, offense, or magic's kind of offensive but supportive, I guess.
My coworker and I were discussing this kind of off topic of that question, but it just made me think of it. How baseball is different than the other sports, the other three, or even you could throw soccer in there as well.
Yeah,
Um, where there's like a theory in sports where uh, have the best defense is a good offense,
yeah,
and the meaning we were saying how the meaning of that is like you in basketball, hockey, soccer, football, like just you not necessarily scoring points, but keeping possession of the ball, puck, it means that the other team has less time, less opportunity to score points.
yeah, for sure.
But like just inherently,
But baseball doesn't
like,
have that.
but baseball is always even. Yeah.
Yeah,
If anything, the winning team gets less chance at offense because of the ninth if they're home, I guess.
yeah, totally.
You good? Something about that.
Yeah, it's very
Mm.
gentlemanly.
Yeah. It's almost like golf in some ways. Team golf.
Good old team golf. Nathan says, anyways, forget about all that political stuff. LOL, let's go Minecraft. Fuck yeah, how about that Minecraft, eh? Nathan says, "Yo, Willie, did Brian go to the Jays game on Canada Day 2? Yeah, he did. You remember? I'm glad you remember Brian. I think that's the only time you've met Brian. But yeah, it was
Legendary man.
you, me, Scooch, Davey, Ty, and Brian.
Sweet John Bryan.
Brian's a character and a half.
That's his theme song in my head.
Nice, I like that.
Sweet John B.
Brian,
Have you met Brian?
the Arcadia Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff.
He's an Ugmo. I do.
Great.
Ugma the Old. That's mean. That's mean. We're all gonna be old one day if we're lucky.
More right. If it's not, then you can do it.
Yeah. Did Ryan play baseball with us? He did come out to play baseball one time too, and he injured himself, man. He went too hard.
His arm
No, his leg. He was like running to catch a ball and he just fucked up his leg.
failed.
He's been walking with a cane for months because of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a cane when we were there. I didn't realize that's why.
Yeah.
You're just fucking destroying all these guys.
Just trying to push people to be healthier. But I didn't push Brian. He pushed himself. Didn't warm up at all. Hasn't played baseball in 30 years. Thought he could just go out and be as spry as ever.
Yeah, he put on Sweet John B one time. He told me a story about that song, and I know he's like a sailor. Remember that?
Okay, sweet.
Thank you, boy.
Sweet John Bryan.
Sleep John Brian. When's your birthday again? Yo, it's coming up in 12 days, November 13th, my man. Better get me something good.
Turning 15.
Yeah. Brian was pitching for you and you hit that thing and I almost fell and then I still caught it. Yo, that was an epic moment, man. Brian pitched it, you hit it, and I caught it. The ball never touched the ground. It was a real baseball moment for the three of us. Brian and Tyler both funny because they're both chasing the ball. But I was the one that caught it, yeah. And then we were just laughing. It's a good, clean, savory moment. What do I want for my birthday? Do I want a rocking chair and a mockingbird? Yes. Yes. You better show up to my house with those items.
Sweet little baby. Don't say a word.
Nathan's gonna buy me a mockingbird.
And if that mockingbird don't sing,
Nathan's gonna
gonna
buy
buy
me
you
a
diamond ring.
rocking chair.
If that rocking bird don't glare,
There we go.
or if that rocking mockingbird ain't fair.
Rocking bird? You mean mockingbird?
Mockingbird ain't fair. I know, Tyler. I know.
He's trying to ad lib some fresh new lyrics.
And if that diamond ring don't shine,
You will buy me those things for my birthday? Thank you. Thank you. Then you're invited to the party. Make sure France doesn't eat that bird though, lol. Do you mean Francois? Good call. Although Francois is not much of a hunter. He's a very timid little dude. The most he'll do is shake his tail in desire.
party.
No, I don't actually want to have a party. I don't know, maybe we can have some peeps over. How does the song go again? And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a mocking ring, diamond
A
ring.
diamond ring.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, skilla-da-da-da-dwee-da-da. Something like that.
If that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass.
Ah, yes.
And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat doesn't pull, don't. Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover.
If
And if
that dog named Rover turns out to be a fox, Mom's gonna buy you a music box. And if that music box don't make a sound, you're
almost
still
over.
the sweetest little angel in town.
And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, well, you'll
You'll
still
still be
be the
the
sweetest
sweetest little
lady in town.
boy in town. No. Is Jason reading the lyrics? Yeah, I think so. No, he's reading his memory banks.
Yep.
What you talking about, Willis? No party on your birthday? I haven't had a party the last few years for my birthday. It becomes less important to party as you get older. When you're young, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm turning 20. I can drink. I can go to the bar, whatever. I guess 19 in Canada. But eventually you're like, oh, god damn it, I'm another year older now. So it becomes less important to party on your birthday. But if people do something for you on your birthday, then that's nice. So definitely not going to complain. Francois Sylvester and the bird, the mockingbird is Tweety. Looney Tunes in action. I think once I get everything mended up here, I'll probably stop streaming Minecraft for the night and take a break, get some food, and then do some Tears of the Kingdom a little bit later. I'll come for a walk with you, Nathan. I don't know if I'm going to get Subway, but I'll go to Tim Hortons. All good. Meet at the corner store. Yeah, but not right now. Wait until I'm done streaming, obviously. Probably pick up Davey a coffee too, so I'm going to check in with him, see what he wants. Use the washroom. So yeah, just hold off and I'll message you when I'm all set to go. Probably when I'm done streaming, I'll need like 15 minutes before I'll be ready to meet.
I'm probably gonna jump off here.
Sweet, yeah. Well, now that I got my armor ready to go, start turning our attention to other things that we want to do to prepare for the ancient city raid. Did you say you were getting a whole bunch of wool together?
Yep.
Okay.
I have as much wool as we need, basically. I was just trying to color it so we each had our own
Yeah, I
black
remember
and
you were
blue.
talking about that. I would say don't Try not to use dark colors because it's already going to be pretty dark in there. So if you wanted to give me purple, that might not be the best idea.
Yeah. Basically, I have white, and then I can turn it into different things.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that we can turn string into wool. Yeah, I should pull the string from the farm.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I'll see if I can hype up Satch and Oil Bay as well.
Yeah,
You should try and reach out to Edson in Discord or something.
yeah, I will for sure. I know he wants to be a part of it, but yeah, I'll let him know that we're planning for Sunday.
If any luck, I might be done by that point. And
Done what?
maybe, work
Oh, okay,
done anyway.
nice, yeah.
Alright, well, have a good night. Are you awake there, Troy?
Yep.
You playing Zelda?
No, I'm at my phone.
Have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. As long as there's not 2,000 people who randomly show up at once, should be okay. Except that happened last week.
I'll give you guys a shout tomorrow. Break. Good.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I won't be back until 9 or 10 or whatever. Yeah.
Alright, well we'll probably just be on Discord then at that point if you want to jump on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah, peace out.
cool. See you
Have
later.
a good night, Schnurby and Nathan. And anybody else.
GG, peace out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, later.
Schnurp says GG's.
Hey, geez.
G. Jorn Jeans and his jelly beans. Let's sing a song about Gorm.
Once was a Gorm. Him, Gorm. Gorm along the Gorm. There's also the river named Gorm. That's the song. You
Interesting
can put
song.
any melody you'd like to it. And I recommend John Brown's Body, otherwise known as Glory, Glory, Halla, Glor.
Hallalorm.
Hama, Lorm. Hana, Lorm.
Son of Lormalorn. son of in Orm.
Who, of course, is the second removed first cousin of the third roommate of Gimli.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Small world.
Totally. Who's also the third brother, twice removed, of Norman in Orman.
Don't like the sound of that. Be honest.
Yeah, it often means that Norman in Orman gets invited to events that others wouldn't want to invite him to simply because of his relation.
That's why we need merit badges in order to tell who to invite. You have your merit badges in order.
No.
See. Well, proud to announce that I hereby bestow unto you disorderly merit badge. Merit badge.
A D merit badge.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yo, Nathan, I forgot you commented before you were asking if you could join the server just to make highways and stuff. Yo, I would be down to have you on the server, but you gotta understand there's certain rules that we play by, so we'll have a discussion, make sure you understand everything, and then we can bring you onto the server. Because I do trust you, but there are certain things that we have to follow on this server, so we just have to have a discussion about that first. You're not going to do anything crazy, you'll respect the server. Cheers, man, and I'm sure you will. I know you respect me and you respect what we're trying to do. What's the temperature outside? You feel like going out in shorts? LOL. I'd say it's probably not shorts weather.
Probably not for weather.
God damn it. I lost the bad omen after only one raid.
And weird.
Supremely annoying.
Like this from weather is also seemingly annoying.
Yeah, true that. What are you saying OMG about, Nathan? I have one more tool to heal up, and then I'm going to stop the stream, and then we'll go. But, yeah, the bad omen is slowing me down drastically. It's okay, we'll get it back. Oh, you're saying OMG to that epic dive that we just did? Yeah, I love jumping off of that farm into the ocean below. It's always fun. Yes, horses just regenerate health over time, which is sweet. Because this guy got hit by a couple arrows, lost some health, but he's back up to full health again.
Weird.
Not bad.
That's too bad.
Pretty not bad.
Pretty not bad.
Pretty not bad. Pretty not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Fingers crossed we get a good cycle of raids going. Fix up this shovel, and then we'll have all of our netherite completely repaired and ready to go. Which was my goal for the stream today, so mission almost accomplished.
Gotta go to bed.
Too fair. To share.
Too fair. Of Lorm Company Incorporated. What I would like. Fortunately, one share of Lorm Company Incorporated costs several tons worth of hydrogen and helium. I only have 2 tons worth of hydrogen and helium.
Are we talking red dwarf stars? Supernova? Gas giants? What are we talking here?
Talking like adopted orphan.
Okay. I was going to say that next, actually.
Oh, just a desperate. Not that much hydrogen and helium.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I need
And
much,
it doesn't
much
have to
more.
be from the suns. It just has to be the equivalent of.
For liability purposes, yeah, we'll say that.
I really couldn't tell you, Schnurb. I don't work at the sushi place down the street. I don't pay close attention to the going-ons at said sushi place.
What do you like to know?
He wants to know if the sushi place down the street is still open.
The place that I work. I want to know if that place is still open.
Am I Hungarian? Am I from Hungary? Is that what you're asking me?
Are you a Gary who's largely endowed with the male genitalia.
Unfortunately, my name isn't Gary.
It is unfortunate.
Yo, we got a Vex's head, but it's like an angry Vex head. That's different from the one we got before. I didn't even know that was possible. That's sweet. Okay. That's a bonus because we're done. We got everything we need.
Called Angry Vex Head.
No, but he just looks angry. He's got like a red face as opposed to the other Vex head that I had, which is just normal. There is an angry bee's head, so I know that's a thing.
Yesterday.
What's that?
We got one of those heads yesterday.
An angry bee head?
Oh, the other head.
Oh, the Vex with the red on it?
Yeah, that one.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Well, there's one without red too, so you'll have to get that one as well.
The regular head.
Yeah. Unless you already have it.
Probably have a regular head. He's a baby head.
A baby villager? You monster.
Baby head. Go with my regular head. And also legs. Both regular legs and baby legs.
Yeah, I could come show off that room real quick, Schnurbin.
This is a way to save once a month. Not have to do it again. Another month.
Which would be nice.
Good. Wonder how much damage they'd be able to do to the timeline. They went back to the 12th century with some electric razor blades and a lot of batteries. Probably take over a small kingdom.
Just with batteries?
And an electric razor.
Yeah. Or you might get seen as a witch and burned at the stake.
Yeah, but then I'll, escape somebody's wily, unruly beards in 5 minutes and acquire a new follower.
Could go either way. You could be revered, or you could be burned.
Hide the batteries. They'll need me for the batteries. Probably be more effective in the Middle East than China. still.
Schnurb made a cool trippy room down in the Netherite mining area, so we'll go check that out real quick. Like a long hallway with some fun designs on the ceiling and the floor and the walls. We'll see his progress just to show it off on the stream. I'm sure he's going to be doing more to improve it in the future to add some functionality to the room and add more to the whole underground complex in general. We can take a look at what's happening so far. There's a Schnurb. Nathan saying, "Let's go, Tyler!" Oh, sweet, you've been adding more checker floor design all the way throughout. Good stuff. Yeah, this is sweet. Good use of red nether brick, not an item that you see too often. Schnerb's implemented it into a checkerboard floor with the regular nether brick, back and forth alternating. Got some mosaic wall designs with the warped and crimson roots. Blackstone, chiseled blackstone. It's good stuff. Some good materials used here. You're going to display your netherite armor here. Nice. You said amour, not armor, which is French for love. So you're going to display your love here? Do I really want to be in this room when you're displaying your love? I don't know. I don't know. It's sick though, and Nathan likes it too. Yeah, good stuff. Keep up the good work. He's been just building up a little bit of a better setup for us down here in the netherite mines. A couple of rooms to harvest the different wood types. Smelting furnaces. Enchanting setup. Back here we have a whole area for farming netherwort, which we can use for potion making. So yeah, definitely some good stuff happening. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to go back up to the base and jump off the stream. And Nathan, just hang tight for 10-15 minutes. I'll message you when I'm ready to go to Tim's. I'm going to talk to Davey, see if he wants anything, and use the washroom, and then I'll be ready to go. 10-4. Fuck yeah. GG's indeed. Bit of a shorter stream tonight, but mission accomplished. It's too bad some of those conversations that came up in the stream kind of killed the vibe a little bit, but we carried on and got some stuff done, so all is well. And I thank everyone who came into the stream tonight. Much appreciation. Everyone who's hanging out in game, in Discord, in chat. Good stuff. And I will probably be back in a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half, let's say midnight, to do some Tears of the Kingdom streaming. But in the meantime, we shall sign off for now. I shall catch you guys next time. Kilson out. Peace.